That's fine. I'll read it.
I'm going to go home and speak to my best friend about this incredible information that you brought to us tonight.
Your best friend lives in your home?
Quite a bit of the
That's
time,
sweet.
actually.
He comes over for breakfast, stole my key. I have a friend, no, I am a friend like that. Go on.
What would you have me tell him that would convince someone who is still asleep about this magnificent deception?
I wouldn't. I don't take that obligation at all. But he wants to sleep, let him sleep.
There you go.
What I would suggest is you find your own path, show him the security, say, look at my check, go back to sleep. Watch him wake up pretty quick.
What can you do after 3 days? Because I got 3 tickets. I didn't know about the 3-day rule.
You can only operate on the information that you have. The presumption after the 3 days is that you agreed to it. Serve them notice. Again, people ask me, what do I do for this situation? What do I do for this? I tell them it's always the same thing. You have to have an understanding. You have to have an intent. You have to have a right. You have to express your understanding. You have to express your intent. You have to claim your right. Whatever your understanding is, I can't tell you because it's your understanding. So it's up to you to do that, but that's the process. Get up, get dressed, and walk, pretty much. Tell them no.
And if you don't get dressed, you'll get arrested.
I can still say no?
You can always say no. And dude, it's section 15 of the criminal code. They're a de facto government.
Okay.
Please provide evidence that I don't have the right to disobey you merely because you're de facto.
I want to add something to that. I've noticed from a lot of people's, you get information and stories and stuff, and the most compelling ones is about people who physically walk into the court with their birth certificate in hand, and there's these amazing things that always seem to happen at the same time they do that.
Because they don't want you breaking that trust or closing the trust and getting your security. Because then suddenly they are dealing with someone who's worth 10 million bucks.
So it's a good idea to do that, eh? Bring it physically in.
I think it's a good idea to use that as a receipt and redeem it immediately, get your shares and protect this country from the Nazi tide.
I will. Thank you.
And it's not just me. I hope I'm not a paranoid guy seeing this happening in the States and you're all looking at me going, oh, I know you, they're a land of roses and honey down there.
Oh, something major's going.
You guys see it too, don't you?
Yes.
Dude, we better stand on that because I'll tell you, by the end of the year, by 2010, when the Olympics come to Vancouver, that is going to be already secured and in place and perfected unless we act now. And I say we got until the end of this year to really gum up their gears. And you can make your demand. Dudes, you could go away from here and 3-4 days from now, you could have a notice of understanding and intent, a claim of right, and a demand for those securities. And you can go to any lawyer. Go to a lawyer and say, listen, there's a company. Don't tell them the name of the company. Don't tell them who's holding your stock in trust. Just say, hi, there's someone holding my stock in trust in the company I own, and I want it. And they don't want to give it to me. Can you get it for me? Yes, I can. Here you go. Here's the information. Go get it, mister. It will be the best money you ever spend on a lawyer, and they will be bound by it. And if they fail to do it, you got them right by their rat sack balls, man. Pardon my language, ladies. You're laughing now, aren't you? You're all shade because you're laughing at rat sack balls. Any other questions, or can I again kind of tie my throat's killing me? Don't talk like that. Change that. There is no the government. There is no spoon. When someone playing the role of a government agent, focus on that because you disempower yourself. There is no wizard.
Well, when those boys call, they're trying to get you to pay for a student loan. How do you handle sort of stuff?
Put it in writing.
Send a bill.
Send me an affidavit. Essentially, you know what they used to call it well, they call it testify, because what they used to do was guys would walk right up and they would put their testicles on the table. And if you got caught lying, what do you think the hammer was for? Swear to God that was the law. If you lied, whack! That's why women couldn't testify. That's where the word comes from. You lost your testicles if you lied. The whole game of law is pretty much, pardon the language, dick on the table, let's play smack dick. If they don't want to put their dick on the table, they have no standing. It's true, check it out. That's where the word testify comes from. You would lose your testicles if you were lying under oath. That's why we take that pretty seriously, I gotta tell you.